Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, Ahchyam Rakakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the great millstone. Peace and sincere blessings to all my ancestors, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3 scattered across the four corners of this earth. Peace and blessings to every brother presenting his body as a living sacrifice. And blessings to the very, very, very few sisters who came into this truth, but they've submitted themselves righteously to their boyfriends or their husbands, but they're still learning in silence. So all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Rakakodash. And this is a response video to the younger Ahchyam exhortation that the brother Nazakia did a video on the younger Ahchyam exhortation, and this is my response video to that. And I'm pretty fresh in the truth myself, and although I'm not that young, but I've can definitely relate to being slothful, and I'm definitely guilty of it myself, and I'm sure there's a lot of other brothers out there that are guilty of it themselves. And especially the younger brothers, I'm sure, I can imagine coming into this being a younger brother, and you find out you're an Israelite, and the true biblical Israelites and God's chosen people, and you could kind of get caught up in boasting yourself, and through that you can become slothful, or just dealing with the everyday things of life, working, school, maybe family, maybe relationships, kids, all those things of this everyday life that we live in. These worldly things can make a man slothful, and I'm speaking of myself first and foremost, but I also try to catch myself the best way I can by getting around other brothers, and when a brother rebukes me, just absorbing it and embracing it, and that's if you're a wise man, that's how you will take a rebuke. So I'm gonna get a couple scriptures out, and hopefully these scriptures will edify someone, and definitely open up the eyes of the younger Ahchyam out there. Proverbs 21:25, the desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. And especially in this generation now, younger people got everything just given to them at the click of a button, so a lot of them refuse to labor. They refuse to want to get their hands dirty, and that's not a good spirit to be in. You got people that are old that are in that spirit, so it's definitely not good. Proverbs 10:16, The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, the fruit of the wicked to sin. You know, what we're doing, this is considered the labor of the righteous. And, you know, it's for our life. We know we want salvation. You know? And that's why we continue to do this. You know? I mean, that's why in Deuteronomy 5 and 13, it proves to you that the Lord don't like lazy or slothful people, because it says in Deuteronomy 5 and 13, 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy works. Okay? Now, I don't even work 6 days out of the week, but, you know, I do nothing but physical labor. So I understand, and, you know, you can't do straight physical labor if you're slothful. You know? And, you know, like I said, I'm guilty of it myself, but at the same time, you have to, don't beat yourself up and be too hard on yourself, because that can also happen to you younger Ahchyam. You know, being overly righteous, beating yourself up. Because you also got to remember Ecclesiastes 7 and 20. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. So we've all been there, you know. We've all been slothful. We've all sinned, you know. We've all been there. But you also got to remember that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai took us away from that. You know? He took us away from that. And that goes to, we became righteous through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But that should make you remember Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? So, what I'm learning in this is there's definitely two main things that this truth requires, and that's discipline and balance. And, you know, I'm still learning myself. You know, this whole thing is a learning process. We're never done learning, and there's no end to learning. You know, there's no end to learning. So, we try to do our best. And for you younger Ahchyam out there, you know, stay reading, and you know, don't be slothful. You know, there's many things that can be done. Try to follow, I try to follow, and sometimes, you know, you'll slip up, and, you know, sometimes I'll miss a brother's message on the chat, or I'll miss an order, but for the most part, we're not here to be slothful. We're here to be great servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and to declare his name. And we can't do that being slothful. And each word that I just said goes first and foremost to myself, because I would be a hypocrite if I didn't take heed to my own words before trying to speak to some younger Ahchyam out there. So this is my response video to the younger Ahchyam exhortation by the brother Ahchyam. And with that, I'm going to leave the video at that. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rukakudash. And double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincere blessings to all my ancestors, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3 scattered across the four corners of this earth. Peace and blessings to every brother presenting his body as a living sacrifice, and blessings to the very few sisters who did come into this truth, and you've submitted yourself righteously to your boyfriend or your husband, but you're still at home learning in silence as a righteous woman is supposed to. So all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Kwam Yasharallah.